Hello everyone, it is Friday here. As you can see, I am 23 weeks pregnant, unshowered, just living the mom dream here. But today I need to make my pregnancy tea because I'm out. So I wanted to show you how I do it. It's really simple to make, a lot more affordable than buying it at the store, and also higher quality, so you're gonna get more nutrients from it. If you have a health food store, an herb shop, even Whole Foods, you can find bulk herbs. If you don't, there's a great place to order them online. I like Mountain Rose Herbs online. I'll put the link for that here. It's a great spot to buy your bulk herbs. So let's get started. I use a giant jar. If you don't have a big jar, you can mix this in a bowl and put it in smaller jars. Always store your teas in glass. You don't want to put anything in plastic. You don't want those toxins leaching into your pregnancy tea and then into your body and into your baby. So nettles is the first herb I'm going to talk about. I'm going to put about a cup of nettles in my pregnancy tea. Nettles are really high in vitamins A and C and K, B vitamins, calcium, iron, phosphorus, potassium. They have amino acids. Nettles are really great herb to consume when you're pregnant in tea form. So I've got that in here. Everybody's heard of red raspberry during pregnancy for tea. So red raspberry provides, again, B vitamins, vitamin C, potassium, magnesium, zinc, phosphorus. I'm gonna put maybe a cup, a little over a cup in here. These are kind of our hard hitter herbs that we're gonna have more of than the other herbs. Red raspberry has also been used to strengthen the uterus and improve labor outcome and prevent excessive bleeding during childbirth. So this is a great one. Some people say not to drink it during first trimester. I have been drinking this first, second, and will drink it into my third trimester. So I've got equal parts of red raspberry and nettles. So that's 1 cup of each. Oat straw. Oat straw is an awesome source of calcium. Show you, it looks like little oats. It's also really high in vitamins A and D and zinc and silicone, all of which are really beneficial for your skin. Bonus. A lot of women have skin problems when they're pregnant, so this is another really good herb to have in your tea. I'm gonna do a half a cup of oat straw, so a little bit less than my nettles and my red raspberry, but still, there's just a little left in the bag. I'm gonna put it in there. Still a really good herb to have. Dandelion. Dandelion's another great herb for during pregnancy. High in vitamins A, B, C, and D, as well as calcium and potassium. Herbs are such a great source of minerals as well as vitamins, and it's really important we're getting enough minerals when we're pregnant. So again, I'm gonna do a half a cup of dandelion. Dandelion also cleanses the liver, helps reduce your risk of urinary tract infection, spilling here, helps with constipation, and there's some evidence. If you go to if you want a good book for herbs, The Wise Woman Herbal is great, and in there she talks about it being a beneficial herb for preeclampsia. So if you're someone who had preeclampsia in a previous pregnancy and you want to prevent that, maybe go grab the Wise Woman Herbal book and read up on dandelion and preeclampsia. All right, red clover. This one, some people say don't consume red clover when you're pregnant. We don't have a lot in here. I really like red clover. I think it's a really important herb. It's high in vitamin E. It also has zinc, which we know is so important, and selenium, and it's a tonic for the liver, the heart, and the kidneys, which all get worked really hard during pregnancy. So I'm gonna do, again, a half a cup of red clover. So alfalfa is a great one for when you're lactating, but it's also great for pregnancy due to its really, really high nutritional profile. So again, this is one that is super high in lots of different minerals, and we're really deficient in minerals in our country. So this is an important piece of this tea, is getting enough minerals in your daily diet. So that's a half a cup of alfalfa. We have a bunch of herbs in here that don't taste particularly fantastic on their own, so we're gonna add some herbs that have a yummy flavor profile as well for our tea so that you actually enjoy drinking it. So let's start with spearmint. Spearmint aids in digestion. You could use peppermint. I prefer spearmint because it's a little bit milder than peppermint. There's some controversy around a lot of peppermint when you're pregnant, so I prefer spearmint. It can calm IBS, aids in digestion,
relieves nausea during the first trimester, and reduces inflammation. And I'm actually gonna do a cup of spearmint in here to help combat that herbiness. And then some chamomile. Chamomile is really good for digestion as well. It's a calming herb, great for before bedtime. Also can help relieve morning sickness. Reduces inflammation as well. These cooling herbs all reduce inflammation. So I'm doing a half a cup of chamomile. You could do a little more chamomile if you want. I've got some elderberry. These are really high in flavonoids, vitamin A and vitamin C and B6, as well as potassium. So I'm doing a half a cup of dried elderberry in here. And here comes Kieran, my 3-year-old, to help me.
No, can I eat some?
You want some tea?
Yeah.
This is safe for little kids to drink. He drinks my pregnancy tea with me. Okay, let me put the last herb in, okay?
No.
So Rose Petals.
Can I help you make it?
You'd like to sit up here and help me?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Kieran's gonna help us. So Rose Petals. Rose Petals are calming, they're cooling, uplifting, they're rich in vitamin C and flavonoids. There is a little bit of controversy around rose petals when you're pregnant, but in small quantities, I don't feel like it's gonna harm at all, and it does make it taste really yummy.
Can I be your little helper?
You can be my little helper. You wanna pour these rose petals in? Ready? Okay. You are my little helper, buddy. Okay, that's it. And then I'm gonna shake it up to mix it.
Did you put some in it?
I did, but you can put a pinch of that in. Go ahead. Thank you for the help. That's awesome. Just gonna shake it up, and then to brew it, there's a couple different things I do. You can just use a regular little tea strainer. That works great. Cup, just, in each cup. This is packed a little full. I might have to use a spoon. Or you can put it in a French press. That's my favorite way, is to, because I like to drink a few cups of this during the day. So I put it in a French press.
But one day I did it.
You did too?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then I can drink a couple cups during the day. I drink some hot, and then I'll pour the rest in a jar and drink it cold with some lemon in it over ice. If it's hot and you just don't feel like
I told this into.
sure. If it's hot outside and you don't feel like hot tea, just brew this in the French press, put it in a jar, keep it in the fridge as iced tea. It's really good if you add a little lemon and a little raw honey to it. And that's it. I drink this every day during my pregnancy, and this is going to be healthy baby number 6. All right, so my pregnancy tea is brewed with a little squeeze of lemon. I try to stay away from extra sweeteners when I'm pregnant, so I avoid the honey unless it's cold. For some reason, I like a little bit of honey in it when I'm doing it iced. But when it's warm, just a squeeze of lemon is great for me. I also wanted to mention that you should consult with your healthcare practitioner. However, I am going to be really honest, most doctors have zero knowledge of safe herbal use during pregnancy. So if you want to make and drink this pregnancy tea, I highly recommend that you consult, even if you don't have a midwife for your pregnancy and labor, I highly recommend you consult with either a skilled midwife who knows about safe herbs during pregnancy, or an herbalist, someone who really has knowledge around herbs, their medicinal uses, safety, and the benefits. Again, that is very rarely going to be your OB. This is something I personally feel really safe drinking daily, and I have consulted with my midwife about. So until next time, I hope you all have happy, healthy pregnancies, and that you're enjoying this really special, beautiful time. I know I am.